starting to slide down. You can bend your knees if that's comfortable for you. Feel your feet on the mat. Maybe wiggle your toes a little bit, separating them apart. Relaxing your shoulders tight off the get-go. Maybe you can feel them. Maybe they're a bit tight. Maybe they're okay. Just feeling where you are. And taking this time of non-judgment. Feels so nice, right? We just get to take up our own space. And being in our own house, we don't have to worry about physical distancing. But maybe you can still feel the connection to everyone who signed in today. That we'll all be moving the same way, listening to the same music, breathing at the same pace. Very cool thought. So let's begin by opening our arms up to the side. Let your hands, your palms face up and your fingers spread wide. And just think about your heart and let it begin to expand. And let it begin to rest inside your chest cavity. And allowing your heart to just be. And this heart will stay open and receptive for the whole time we're together. Always trying to rise up a little and take up a little more space, pump a little bit more blood, move a little bit more oxygen. And then slowly on the inhale, bring your arms, slide them along the floor. So now they're resting over your head. This may be a good place to stop, or you may like to be in V or even more wide than that. So your shoulders should feel quite relaxed. Really, it's just shouldn't hurt. There's no one to judge you, not even yourself. So listen to your body deep inside and see where your arms feel the best today. And from here, you may want to interlace your fingers. And then turn your palms away from your head. So your palms are facing away. Your elbows can be slightly bent. Your shoulders are relaxed. So you're really opening up your chest, your underarms, your heart here. And tuck your chin in so that your neck is long in the back and it's relaxed in the front. Your throat, you can easily swallow. Why don't we try that? Just everybody swallow. And as you swallow, maybe relax your jaw. Move it around a little bit. Place your tongue behind your front two teeth so it's not stuck to the top of your mouth. And relax your cheekbones and even your eyes. And relaxing your forehead, maybe feeling the wrinkles smooth out. And even relax your scalp. We feel tension even in our scalp. And then slowly, you can just slide your hands over to the right side of your mat. So it's kind of like half banana pose with your arms. Your legs are still bent. You can press your knees together and let your feet come apart. And begin to feel this lovely stretch on the left-hand side. It's gentle, I hope, for you. But beginning to see the possibilities of opening up. And seeing where you can make space here. Could you slide your hands a little more away from your head, a little more over to the right, but your left shoulder still down on the mat. So you're not falling over. And then slowly slide your hands back to center. So you feel centered on your mat. Your knees are still pressed together. And then slide over to the left. And now you're opening the right hand side of your body, your torso. Your right shoulder's relaxed on the mat. Your elbows can definitely be bent. Or you can work on lengthening them out, but don't lengthen them out at the expense of raising up your shoulders. So I like to keep my elbows a little bit bent so I've got lots of room for my shoulders and my neck here. Beautiful. And then slowly come back to center. We're going to switch our hand position to call it Kali Mudra, where we interlace all our fingers except our index finger. And then now we point the index finger away from us, allowing any of the negative thoughts that we're carrying around to exit through our index finger. We're even giving it direction of where to lead, where to go. Rest your shoulders down here and then slowly move them over to the right. Maybe you'll see you have a little more space on the left hand side now. Left shoulder still down, chin is still tucked, eyes are still relaxed, and we're breathing here. We haven't really even engaged our breath yet. We've just opened up our heart. And it's hard to open your heart these days because we really need to protect ourselves. But here on the mat, it's a great place to practice that wonderful feeling of being just so open and vulnerable to whatever comes our way. And then slowly come back to center, still in the same mudra, the same hand gesture, and then come over to the left. Right shoulder still down, chin still tucked, neck still relaxed, and just opening the right hand side. Making space there, right? So when we are bent over our computer or in the garden or cooking or doing whatever we're doing, we tend to bend forward. Isn't it nice to bend sideways and open ourselves up? Feels so nice. And then slowly come back to center and release your hands and let the back of your hands touch down. If your shoulders are starting to talk to you, open your arms up a little bit wider. All good, right? You're all open. And then slowly lengthen your legs out. Point your toes and stretch like somebody's pulling from either side, making yourself nice and long here. And then slowly bring your arms over your head until your hands touch down on the floor and relax your shoulders. Whew. Big opening there. Feeling so nice, letting go of the floor with your hands. Just maybe bend your fingers a little bit, relaxing here. And then slide both legs over to the right. So now you're in half banana, only on the legs. And you can take the left leg and even cross it over the right. Now you're feeling a nice stretch down the left IT band, the left hip. Breathing here, relaxing your shoulders, your back. Heart is still nice and open, maybe opening even a tiny bit easier now. Remembering that yoga feeling and starting to deepen your own breath. And then slowly uncross your legs, come through to the middle so that you can adjust yourself to be centered, and then slide both legs over to the left. So your shoulders are straight, it's only your legs that are in banana pose right now. And then you might even take your right ankle over your left. And feel a nice stretch on your right hand thigh, your hips, your IT band, your psoas muscle. If you want even more of a stretch, keep sliding your legs over to the left. Right? Always making adjustments so the pose can suit you for this moment. Beautiful. And then slowly uncross that right leg and slide back to center, adjusting yourself. From here, let's go into full banana pose because we've rested our shoulders now. So lift your arms back up. Let the back of your hands touch down. So you keep your hips and your torso and your shoulders centered on the mat. They don't move. And your hands slide over to the right. And your feet, your legs slide over to the right. So this is a reclining crescent moon. If you like, you can use your right hand to reach for your left wrist and lift that left wrist up behind you, still resting on the floor, and over to the right. So your right elbow might bend a little bit more in order to get a nice stretch in your left hand side. But relax that left shoulder too. So you can feel maybe a nice stretch in your neck. And again, you could take your left ankle over your right ankle and stretch here. Beautiful stretch, everyone. And then from here, we'll simply open to star pose. So it's only your left hand and your left foot that will open up. Your feet and your hands could come off your mat. You could spread your fingers, let your toes spread wide and fall to the side, and open yourself up here nice and wide, taking up lots and lots of space. Kind of like the first time you ever saw a king-size bed at a hotel or something, and you just lie down to try and take up the whole bed. Beautiful. Now keep your left hand, your left leg, and your left arm exactly where it is, and slide your right leg and your right arm over to meet it. And then you may take your left hand and grab your right wrist and lengthen that out. Maybe bring your arms a little more over to the left and maybe cross your right leg over again. So this is a full stretch. Maybe let your left heel push away. And so you can really feel some length. Feels so nice. Beautiful stretch, everyone. And then slowly open to that star pose again. Spread your fingers wide, let your toes flop open, and take up amazing amounts of space here. Feeling everywhere air is touching your body. Feeling the temperature where you are. And feeling yourself here in space. And then slowly let your arms come to T, relaxing your shoulders, and slide your feet together. And then one knee at a time until both knees are into your chest. Let your knees come in, flex your feet, and just rock your knees side to side. So your instinct is to use your arms to reach and give yourself a hug, and we'll do that soon. But right now, feel the strength in your belly, bringing your belly button in and up so that there's strength coming from your core. Your shoulders are pressed nicely down on the earth, and your knees are going back and forth. Now, if you'd like, you could bring your knees all the way over and then lift them back up on the exhale. Inhale all the way over and lift them up on the exhale. Or you could just rock side to side, whatever you're feeling this afternoon, right? It's your Saturday afternoon practice. Nice and easy, beginning to deepen your breath, smoothing it out, feeling all the places you can bring your breath, which is also very cool. Beautiful. And then slowly bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug here. Take a deep breath in. And exhale, lift your head up and make yourself really small. And if this hurts your neck, by all means, always hold your head. And just rock side to side as this little tiny seed. You may even like to reach your hands to the bottom of your feet so that you can even get yourself smaller. And rocking side to side. Nice massage on your spine. Slowly come back to center. Take a deep breath in, a deep breath out, and inhale your head back down. Tuck your chin in and relax your shoulders. And then go ahead and hug your right knee in and let your left leg come long. Flex that left foot. And then slowly, you can keep that left foot 1 inch off the mat if you like. And then also engage your belly. Or if you prefer, you can always put your left leg down. And then from here, we're just going to slide the left leg over to the left. And then slide it back in. My leg is off the floor. Out is the inhale. In is the exhale. Out and in. Now it's easy to feel like you're going to lose your balance, but keep your shoulders nicely on the mat and keep your hip level so that it's easy to slide the leg left, out, and in, right? Another one, left, out, in, right, left, out, in, right. And then slowly lower the left leg down, relaxing here for a moment. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift that left leg up just a tiny bit off the floor again. And then begin to circle that left leg around. Flex the left foot. You're pushing away with your left heel. So you're working your abdomen, you're working your left quadricep. What's actually working. And then the opposite way, inner thighs. Nice and easy, but you're not rocking, right? It's all having the strength in your leg and especially your core. And then slowly lower that left leg down, relaxing your left leg. You may keep your left leg down or lift it up 1 inch off the floor again, but now lengthen your right leg up to the thigh. Reach behind your right leg thigh and press your right heel up to the thigh. Now your knee can stay bent like this, or you can start to really work it straight, but I prefer always to have a natural bend. It's easier on my joints. And then from here, take a deep breath in and exhale, lift your head up, bringing your nose towards you. Staying up, but keeping your breath going. You can work your hands up your right leg and slowly bring that right leg even closer, nose towards you. Keep your breathing going, maybe even reach for your foot, your right foot. And then take a deep breath in, breath out. And on your next inhale, slowly bring your torso down and slowly bring your left leg up. Keep your right leg extended and close. Your heels pressing towards the center. And just hang out here for a moment in this lovely candlestick pose. So many wonderful things going on physiologically, emotionally here in candlestick. And then point and flex. Point and flex. Feeling your ankle.
Lisa, your voice has kind of faded a lot.
Ah. Okay, you keep your candlestick. I will move closer. And maybe turn the music down a little bit. That'll help. Okay, I hope that's better, and I can talk louder too. Is it better?
I think so. I'm not 100% sure, but it wasn't the music that varied. It was your voice that became quieter.
Oh, okay. I'll talk louder too. Okay, thank you. All right, so now bring your knees into your chest and rock side to side here, massaging your spine. Feeling each vertebra spaced between the next one so the disc can fill up with synovial fluid and keep you very mobile and free from pain. And then slowly from here, just hug your left knee in and let your right leg come long. Keep that right leg 1 inch off the ground if it feels okay for you by engaging your belly here. And then slowly just slide your right leg over to the right and then slowly slide it back. Inhaling to open and exhaling to close. Inhaling to open, flexing that right foot. Exhaling to close. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to close. Inhaling to open. Exhaling to close. Last one. Inhaling to open and exhaling to close. And then slowly lower that right leg down. Feel your deep breath. Maybe bring your left knee in closer to your chest. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, lift your right leg up just 1 inch. And then slowly circle your right leg around. Nice and easy. But there's strength in your abdomen and there's relaxation in your shoulders. See if you can feel that. And then slowly rotate the right leg the other way around. Beautiful, right? Really feeling strength in that right leg, but still a smooth, long breath. And then slowly lower that right leg back down. Nice. Take a deep breath in. Fill your belly. And exhale, lift the right leg up again 1 inch. And then slowly lengthen the left leg up. You can reach behind your left leg, supporting it, left heel towards the sky. And then take a deep breath in. Fill up and exhale, lift your head and bring your left leg, your left knee closer to your nose. Breathe in here. And then slowly you could slide your arms up your left leg, seeing if you can work that left leg closer to your chest, closer to your nose. And then you may be able to reach your hands up even more, bringing in that left leg close to your body. Your head is still lifted. If it's bothering you, you can always use your hand for support. And then slowly take a deep breath in. And exhale, lower your head down. And then slowly bring your right leg up to meet your left. And back into candlestick pose. And then from here, let's just bicycle. Get those legs moving, nice and easy. And then the opposite way. Right, loosening up your hips. Feels so nice. And then bring your legs back up to candlestick pose. Bend your knees, place your hands on your hips, and just rotate your knees apart. Nice and easy. Also a nice way to loosen up your hips without any pressure on them. And then the opposite way. Beautiful. And then slowly bring your knees into your chest and bring your hands behind your knees. And let's rock forward and back like 8 to 10 times. So you get a really nice massage on your back. You can let your feet come up, back and forth. And then when you come up, plant your feet. Center myself a little bit more. And then bring your knees up into your chest and give yourself a hug here, pressing your forehead towards your knees. Feeling a nice long spine here. And then from here, lift your chest up and we'll move into boat pose. So let's do a simple boat pose today. You can bring your hands behind your knees for support And then lift your shins up, flex your feet, and lift and open that heart here. So you're feeling some strength in your belly here. So bring your belly button closer to your spine and up towards your heart, and see if that doesn't even just help you lift your heart up a little bit more. And then from here, you may be able to release and bring your hands out. Keep your fingers spread so you're not like, in a fist. And then you may start to feel that there's a little bit of shaking going on. It's a sensation, it's okay. And then from here, maybe lift your arms up, keep your knees bent here. But anywhere along this progression is still boat pose. Beautiful. So shaking is really good if you can get there. And then in the last part would be to lengthen out your legs here and really feel in the full boat pose. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Now from here, we're going to come into reverse table. So you'll press your feet down, your fingers face your hips, and inhale, lift your hips up and look up towards the sky. Really feel your feet and your hands down so that your hips can be very light. Now you can take your hands a little bit farther, almost as wide as the mat, and you're slowly going to bring your hips through like a swing, lengthen out your legs, and then lift back up to reverse table. So it's a bit of a fun flow here. And again, swing your hips through and then come back up to reverse table. Let's do it 3 more times. Swing and inhale up. Exhale to swing. Inhale up. And exhale to swing. And inhale up. Beautiful, everyone. And then slowly bend your elbows, lower your hips. And take a breath here. So nice. Come into a comfortable seated position. You can stay where you are. I'll just turn to face you. And we're going to do something, I don't think we've done this yet in class, or not for years anyways. We're going to rub our hands together a lot and make a lot of heat. So rub, 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 rub. Keep going. Generate some real heat in your hands. Also some arm muscles. And then when you think you've got your hands very, very, very warm, you're going to take them and place them on your eyes. Your fingers can be on your scalp. Relax your shoulders and just feel this heat massaging your eye socket. Breathing here. And then slowly release your hands and just place them nicely on your knees. Let's just circle our body, our shoulders around, nice and easy around the world. Feeling very grounded. And then the opposite way. and then coming back to center. Let's do 3 sun breaths all together. Inhale. Fill, 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 fill. Relax your shoulders, hands to touch. Exhale, prayer position. Beautiful. Again, inhale. Bring it all in, everything, and exhale, let it go. This time, bring it all in. What are you bringing in? And exhale, something you can let go of, make you a little bit lighter. Beautiful. And then from here, you can bring your hands behind your head, interlace your fingers, and rest the back of your head in your hands, and your hands press against the back of your head. Relax your shoulders here. Take a deep breath in, back bend here. Bring your elbows apart and open up your heart. Gazing up, but your neck doesn't get long, so you don't have to jut your chin up, just your eyes. Opening up, beautiful back bend here. And then coming back to center, take a deep breath in. Exhale, left elbow to right knee. Inhale. Exhale to twist the other way. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. Beautiful. Keep your arms up and change your legs to the opposite way. And you know, if it's not comfortable to sit cross-legged, you can sit on a blanket or a block. You can bring your legs more apart. And then we're just going to go side to side. So right elbow comes down, left elbow comes up. Inhale, exhale. And try to keep your heart open, so you're not sort of leaning forward, you're actually opening your heart up even a bit to the sky, side to side, and you're not rocking, you know, you're really using your waist to lift you up and out, and then over to the side, back and forth, nice and easy. Beautiful. And then slowly even up the other side, and then come back up and release your hands, right? So you were very tense there. Now when you release, you can feel more length. And let's just rotate our shoulders here. And then the opposite way. Nice and easy. Beautiful. You guys are awesome. And then from here, let's just tip our right ear towards our right shoulder. Close your eyes and feel a nice long stretch on your left side of your neck. And then slowly come back up and over to the other side. Just noticing the difference, and let your right shoulder come down as the top of your head goes to the left. And then slowly come back up. Let's do one twist before we begin to move. Inhale up. Exhale, left hand to right knee, right hand behind. Inhale, lift that chest, and exhale, twist looking over your right. Slowly come back to center. Inhale, lift your arms up, and exhale the other way, left hand down. Right hand on left knee, open heart. Press your sit bones down. Take a deep breath in. And exhale over your left hand side. And then slowly come back to center. Beautiful. From here, let's go to table pose. However it is that you like to get there. Place your knees, your hands down. You can rest the top of your feet on the mat. Press the top of your feet down and then release. Press the top of your feet and release. One more time. Press down and release. Let's do our cow cats. They're always so valuable to us. Inhale, look up, drop your belly, and exhale, fold in. And go back and forth at your own pace now. What is your body telling you? How is it telling you to move? Beautiful. Nice. And then from here, just look over your left shoulder and see if you can move your hip over to the left. So you're kind of making a C shape with the right side of your body. And then come back to center. Look over your right and move your right hip over to the right. Back and forth a few times. This configuration. Listening to your own breath. Inhale when you return and exhale when you look back. Back and forth. Really nice stretch, similar to the banana pose we did at the beginning. Beautiful. Come back to center. Tuck your toes under. Let's come to down dog. So from here, we're going to do a pigeon series. And in this pigeon series, if you don't feel good in pigeon on your front side, you can always turn over on your back, make a figure 4 with your legs, and then you can be in pigeon the other way. So press your left heel down and lift your right leg up to the sky. Three-legged dog. Flex your right foot, bend your right knee, and maybe you can look under your left armpit and see your right foot. Beautiful. And then bring your right leg back up and slowly bring it down on the other side of your left foot. So you're crossing your legs here. You may like to stay here, or for a balance pose, bring your left hand more to the middle of your mat and lift your right arm up to the sky. Beautiful balancing strength move here. And then slowly bring your right hand down, move your left hand over a little bit, and simply place your left leg next to your right. Again, a down dog. Press your heart towards your thighs, lengthen out your back. Say no with your head and think of all the things that you've been saying no to. And say yes and think of all the things you've been saying yes to. And are they in the right order? And then slowly lift the left leg up, three-legged dog. And then slowly bend the left knee and look under the right arm. See if you can see your left foot. And then slowly lift that left leg back up and lower it down on the other side of your right foot. So your feet are crossed. Bring your right hand to the center of your mat and lift your left arm up. Beautiful, guys. Not easy, I know. And then slowly lower your left hand down. Move your right arm over a little bit and replace the left foot next to the right. Okay, here we go into pigeon pose. So you can lift your right leg up to the sky and then slowly bend your right knee and tuck it underneath, and then bring your left foot behind your left wrist. And slowly let your left leg come long behind you. So if you need some support under the right side of your hip, you can put a block or a pillow as well, or then come on your back and do this in the figure 4 pose. Now, before we go into sleeping pigeon, let's go to king pigeon, if it feels good to you. This may be a perfect place for you to stay, or you may like to bring your arms up and open your heart here. This may be where you like to stay, or you might like to lift your arms up towards the sky. King pigeon, breathing here. Slowly lower your arms and then walk your hands out in front of you. You may also like to take your block or your book to rest your head as opposed to straight down onto the ground. Something like this. Now you're going to feel a lot of sensation in your right hip, and that's okay. It just shouldn't be pain. And you also don't want to be too far over to the left or too far over to the right. You'd like to be nice and centered and relax and breathe here. Feel your breath in your back. And always feel like you could adjust yourself, but try not to fidget, right? Try to be still, and the only thing that's moving is your breath. Relax your shoulders. Beautiful. And then from here, we're going to come all the way back to three-legged dog. So bring your hands up, tuck your left toes under, and swing that right leg back up. And then replace it down. So here you are in down dog. And then lift your left leg up. And then tuck your left knee underneath you and slowly place your left knee behind your left wrist. And let your right leg come long. Open your heart up here. And then if you'd like to come to king pigeon, you can walk your hands up. Open your chest here. And then slowly, if you like, lift your arms up. A lot of strength, a lot of stability. And then slowly release your hands and walk all the way out for sleeping pigeon. On the other side, again, you could rest your head on a block. You can stay on your forearms. You can be on your back. Whatever feels good to you. And rest here. Breathe deep into the back. Feel it in your lungs. Feel your lungs expand in the back and on the side. remember, it shouldn't hurt, but it's okay to feel things and be able to breathe through them. And then slowly walk your hands back and come back into three-legged dog. Tuck your right toes under and lift that left leg back up to the sky. And then slowly, left foot comes down, child's pose. So come back through table, knees apart, big toes touch, and walk your hands out and rest your heart down. Rest your forehead down. But if your forehead doesn't touch, you can always use your palms, your fists, and support yourself this way. And then slowly walk your hands over to the right, maybe your left hand on top of your right hand. Feeling a nice stretch. And then slowly left hand over, right hand comes on top, sliding over to the left. And then slowly bring your hands back to center and come forward to Sphinx pose. So on Sphinx pose, you're on your belly, your forearms are on the mat, and open your heart up here, right? So we've been together almost the full hour. The whole time our hearts have been open. So really press your forearms down, your shoulder blades together. Relax your shoulders, a nice long neck, and open your heart. See if you can just lift it up like an inch towards the ceiling and forward. Breathing here. Beautiful back bend. Here. And then from here, slowly lower down all the way onto your back. Not quite Shavasana yet. We'll do a lovely reclining twist. So you can bend your knees, plant your feet. Let's take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Feels so nice, right? Really smooth. Bring your feet and your knees together and let them fall over to the left. Open your arms into T, but let your palms face down this time. Really grounding yourself down and look over to the right. Stretch, nice stretch on the left side of your neck. And feeling the big expanse on the inhale. And the relaxation, the letting go on the exhale. And then slowly bring your knees up and over to the other side, to the right. And look left, press your palms into the floor. Breathing here. And then slowly bring your knees up and adjust yourself so you're nice and centered on your mat. And then lengthen out your legs to the far corners of your mat, maybe even off the mat, and let your toes flop open. Bring your arms down, but leave space by your side. And now turn your palms up. Lift your heart, tuck your shoulder blades underneath. And begin to be very, very heavy. So heavy in your physical body. But so light everywhere else. And just begin to release all breath, all thoughts, and take well-deserved rest. I'll bring you back shortly. And slowly, slowly feel your breath re-enter your body. As if it's a different vessel now. It's stronger and resilient, but also supple. And the air moves quite smoothly without getting stuck in any location. Just free-flowing air with relaxed muscles. And begin to add some movement now. You can rub your index finger and your thumb together. You could look to the left and back to center, and look to the right, and then come back to center. Feeling this movement in your wrists and ankles, your toes and your fingers. And then slowly slide your feet together and lift your arms up over your head. Let the back of your hands touch down just where we began practice together an hour ago. Take a deep breath in, and on the exhale, bring one knee at a time until both knees are tucked nicely into your chest. Give yourself a huge self-love hug and really tell yourself something wonderful about yourself, something that you absolutely love about yourself. And then slowly roll into a fetal position. Use your lower hand as a pillow. And take a moment to realize this is the very first yoga pose ever. It's the beginning. What are you going to begin today? Take a big inhale and feel that inspiration, that life that you get to live, the gift of a fresh, huge, whole new breath. And then slowly keep your eyes closed lock in this practice and push yourself up with your upper hand to come to a comfortable seated position. Feel your sit bones grounding down. Lift your belly button up. Lift your heart up. Relax your shoulders. Tuck your chin in and let your head come an eighth of an inch closer to the sky. So much space here in your torso for your lungs to expand and to do all the processes it needs every moment to keep you alive and well. And then inhale your arms up, let your palms touch. Feel the energy between your hands and slowly lower down into a prayer position and let your thumbs rest on your sternum. And tuck your chin in, making a nice tight seat. Thank you so much for taking the time to practice all together this afternoon. I know there's many things you could have been doing, but I hope you feel so good inside and you're so glad that you devoted this time to yourself and to us. The light in me bows in honors to the brilliant, shining, amazing light that's identical in each one of us. May we go in peace. Namaste.
Thank you, Lisa.